everyone. My name is Shruti, and I'm a process control engineer, part of the Control Suite team. I'm excited to show you some of the cool reporting features that Control Suite has to offer. Control Suite reports can be used by maintenance, engineering, operations, and management. Having more eyes on an issue can help solve the problems more efficiently. We're going to run through some of the pre-built reports for you and then show you some of the custom reports we can help you build to satisfy the unique needs for your facility. So this is the management report. Think of it as a top-down or 50,000 foot view of the facility. These are the things that managers want to see on a regular basis. It's easy to read, easy to understand, and gives the management team a sense of what direction the process is trending. Operations typically wants to see a unit or process area report on a daily basis. They want to ensure that each process area is functioning within desired limits and that there's no bottlenecks in the system. This report gives information to the user in a very easy to understand layout, and each process area can be labeled as desired. Note that there is a listing of the 10 worst performing loops in the area and the severity of their problem. This gives you the ability to determine where waste is happening and which assets need immediate attention. After a problem loop is identified, we need to drill down into that process to determine why there is an issue. The loop performance report gives you 3 pages of analysis describing what is happening with the given loop. On page 1, you'll see the following: an overall score for the loop, so it'll be either good, okay, or poor. Then you get more details, both written and graphical. After the loop score, you see in the highlights section a verbal description of what is wrong with the specific loop. And next in the raw data section, it gives us a graphical view of that loop. This is also shown in the results breakdown flowchart on the right, which gives us the ability to follow the trail to the actual issue. The second page of the loop performance report shows 2 out of the 4 gauges, giving you the ability to see set point tracking and disturbance rejection. Set point tracking is how close the loop can stay to its set point, and disturbance rejection is the difference between the desired settling time and actual settling time for the process when a set point change is made. The third page of the individual loop performance report shows the last 2 of the 4 gauges, giving you the ability to see oscillations and actuator issues. Oscillation detection shows you the oscillations that are present for the loop, the strength of the oscillation, and the threshold for the oscillation limit. For actuators, you can tell if there's an issue with the actuator. The graph compares the process variable versus its output. If the loop is functioning well, the graphic should be a diagonal line. If there's an issue with the actuator or the valve, it will look like an ellipse. In a previous webinar, we showcased the built-in loop tuning functions provided in Control Suite. After carefully checking the tuning in an offline model, the tuning parameters can be printed out and given to the team that manages the DCS or PLC loops. Here you can add notes, you can identify who did the tuning, and you can store all this information on your workstation. Note that the tuning parameters are in engineering units that the controller can understand. This function has been tested in an offline model, so installing these in the controller will not cause any process upset. Some processes also react differently to changes in environmental conditions at the plant. An example would be tuning for a loop that may be different in ambient outdoor temperatures like 90 degrees Fahrenheit as opposed to negative 10 degrees Fahrenheit. So having the tuning set for each of these conditions will make it easier to settle any upsets when there's an environmental change. And one of you lucky winners will receive a free tuning package for attending this webinar. We will have a random drawing after this webinar series, and you will be notified by email. The process interaction map is a powerful tool that can be used to identify correlations between loops. There are 3 reasons a loop can oscillate, either due to a valve or actuator issue, poor tuning, or something else upstream of the process. The process interaction map helps identify the most likely root cause of that something else upstream. The map is easy to read with bold red and bold blue colors signifying strong interactions. Red means that the processes are swinging in the same way, so it has a positive correlation. And blue means the processes are swinging in opposite directions, so it has a negative correlation. Control Suite also gives you the ability to email reports to individuals, groups, or teams. Here's an example of an email containing a daily report that will be sent to the team to give them the ability to see how the process is running on a daily basis. Think about how you could use this report in your facility. Would this help you define action items so your team could become proactive rather than reactive? Here's an example of an actual enterprise report spanning numerous continents. With Control Suite, you can have an enterprise view of all operations. This is a report that tells management how the entire company is performing. You can see that it gives you the ability to scan data from across the globe, and you can use this to compare one operation to another and find bottlenecks that are preventing you from achieving your business directives. You can customize this to reflect just the information the team needs to have to make decisions about the facility. Wouldn't it be nice to know if one supplier's raw material performs better than others? Knowing this can help meet goals for production and increase your profits. This concludes the report generation webinar showcasing the benefits that Control Suite can provide. We will have other public demonstrations, and if you want a private demo, please ask and we'll be happy to provide one tailored to your needs.
Thank you, Shruti. We've opened the floor for questions and answers, and if you note, there's a question chat box up at the top right-hand side of the screen. Please feel free to type your questions in there, and we'll do our best to answer them as we get them.